So good day everyone. I am Dan Persevering from the BS Math Education, and today I'm going to discuss about the Pythagorean theorem and the SOH-CAH-TOA method. So first, Pythagorean theorem states that in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the value of the two legs. So this is the formula of the Pythagorean theorem, which is that a squared plus b squared is equal to the c squared. And we have here two examples so that you can understand more about how to get the calculation of the Pythagorean theorem. So first we have to find the hypotenuse. And so here I have illustrated the first triangle, which is I have given both sides, which is a is equal to 3 and the b is equal to 4. And we're going to find the value of the hypotenuse, which is this. And to identify the hypotenuse is we're going to identify that if in a right triangle, what facing this 90-degree should be the hypotenuse. So copy the formula here, which is a squared plus b squared is equal to 3 squared. And these are the given value, which is that a is equal to 3 and the b is equal to 4. So a here is 3, just copy the squared, plus the b is 4 and copy the 4 and squared and equal to c squared. So c here is the hypotenuse and we're going to find the value of the c. And 3 to the power of 2 or raised to the power of 2 is equal to 9, since 3 times 3 is equal to 9, plus 4 to the power of 2 is equal to 16, since 4 times 4 is equal to 16. And bring down the c squared here. So the next step is 9 plus 16 is equal to 25, and bring down the c squared here. And it's not the final answer too. So to identify the value of the c or the hypotenuse is we're going to find its square root. So the perfect square of 25 is 5. So let's try identifying if it's true. So we're going to calculate 25 divided by 5. 5 divided by 25 is equal to 5. 5 times 5 is equal to 25. So the correct answer C is equal to 5, and the value of hypotenuse here is 5. So 5 is correct. The next example is how about we're going to find its missing legs. So I have given you another example of a triangle, which is I have given some value, which is a is equal to 5, and the hypotenuse is, or the c is equal to 13, and the missing legs, or the b, is equal to question mark. So the b here is the missing legs, and we're going to identify what is its value. So the given value, I have written it in c is equal to 13 and a is equal to 5. So copy the formula, which is that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So a, since a have value, which is the 5, copy the 5 here and the square root, plus b, since b is the missing leg, so just copy the b squared here and equal to, since c have value, which is the 13, so bring down 13 and square root of 13. So 5 to the power of 2, or 5 times 5 is equal to 25, plus b squared, since b is the missing legs, and we're going to identify that b is what we're going to look forward, and 13 to the power of 2 is equal to 169, since 13 times 13 is 169. So the next is to get the value of b, or the missing legs. We're going to subtract 25, or we have to cancel out this, and we're going to subtract 25 here and 25 here. So 25 and minus 25. So to cancel out this, so 25 minus 25 is 0, so cancelled out. So b, since the remaining value is b squared is equal to 169 minus 25, so just copy it in here. So b squared is equal to 169 minus 25. So the next step is just copy the b squared here. Then 169 minus 25 is equal to 144. So this is not the final value. We're going to find its perfect square. So, and the perfect square of 144 is 12. So let's find out. Let's find out if the perfect square is 12. So we're going to calculate that 144 divided by 12 is equal to 1 plus times 2 is 12. So 14 to 2, 24. 24 divided by 2, 24. So correct. So the final answer is 12. So the final value of B is 12. So this is the basic steps on how to calculate the Pythagorean theorem if you're going to find the hypotenuse. So this is the way out. Just this is the formula, and so that's all. So the next part is we're going to calculate how to get the SOH-CAH-TOA, or the sine, cosine, and the tangent. So this is a acronym which is this will help us to identify easily how to calculate the sine, cosine, and tangent. So the S here for this acronym stands for sine. The O stands for opposite and hypotenuse. So next is the C, or the cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. So first is we're going to calculate the sine. So this is the given value, which is, let's say that the opposite is equal to 6 and the hypotenuse is equal to 10. So sine, and this is its kanang formula. So sine is equal to opposite, and the value of opposite of sine is 6. And so let's write here the 6, and the hypotenuse is 10. So copy the 10 here. So to identify its value is we're going to divide. So 10 divided by 6 is 0. So 0, 10, 10. Again, to find the value of sine is that we're going to divide the opposite over hypotenuse, which is 6 over 10. So let's divide 6 over 10 is equal to 0. 0 times 10 is equal to 0. 6, 0 is 60.6. So 60 is equal to, so 6. So the final answer is 0.6. So the answer for number 1 is 6 over 10 is equal to 0.6. So that's it. So this is the basic way in how you're going to calculate the value of sine. And next, for example 2, how about we're going to identify or calculate the value of the cosine. So cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse. So let's say that the value of adjacent is equal to 8, and for hypotenuse is 10. So same process, we're just going to divide 8 over and 10. 0, 0, so 8. Bring down 0 here. Just add point here, and 80 divided by 10 is equal to 8. 8 times 10 is equal to 80. So the cosine, the value of cosine is 0. So the final answer for the example number 2 for cosine is 0.8. So same process for sine, but they differ in here the opposite hypotenuse and the adjacent and hypotenuse. And the next one, the example 3, is how about we're going to calculate the tangent. So tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. So let's say that the value of the opposite here is 3 and the adjacent here is 4. So let's try to put opposite here as 3 over 4. So to find the value of the tangent is we're going to calculate it, or we're going to divide it. So 3 divided by 4 is equal to 0, 0, 3, point, so 4 that, so to 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. 7 times 4 is 28. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 75. So the final answer for tangent is 0.75. And that's it. So the final answer for the tangent is 0.75. So this is the calculation, or the formula, or the format and how we're going to get the value of the sine, the cosine, and the tangent. So that's all.